I would say it would be because he turned into the monster,
Through
parade the dead body, goes over here.
I'd say it's about done now. Then.
Yeah.
Close. Now, was it turn? Like your whole turn?
It's like
2
10
actions?
seconds or something.
Apparently like 3 seconds is what I heard or something crazy, which is weird, but... Then let's just say that...
It's over now.
It's over. You regain your control. I thought it was going to be a lot more, I don't know.
You see me up on the broken cage.
You wanted to describe what it looks like when your character comes back to himself?
It's like it painfully cramps into itself, like back into its human form.
The horns.
Everything it like crams back into it. It's painful. Kind of like how it tears apart the exposed rib cage for like a Wendigo.
Okay. Ooh.
So it isn't pretty.
So you took a side step, got back together. What's your action?
I bet some of the monsters are concerned.
I
about
take it a
it.
second looking at this, and I'm like, it happened again, didn't it?
Do you want to cast spells now? Do you want to throw more levers and see what happens?
I want to ask if anybody's on our side, real quick.
I say him, but he's locked up, and that guy just wants to be left alone. These dumb and dumber. Yeah.
These dumb
And
and
then
dumber.
that guy really wants to be free, so he's fine with us. You know? He just wants to fly around. I can still talk to him
All right.
with my spells not
I'm gonna-
gone yet.
Okay, let's
I
see.
can make sure
I'm
about-
going to move over here. I'm probably going to start trying something to get him out.
Pick lock.
Lock picking, which would I'm gonna. You're not a rogue, so you don't have proficiency in it.
So I'm going to check out what objects I have. Oh, I still have a jar of acidic ooze.
Oh.
Let's get that thing on the block and destroy it.
All right, so it flies out, happy.
Is it all gone? Yeah.
The ooze is all over the floor. Yes.
All right, so it's,
You see a hole.
I just need a pencil.
You see
It's
a
gone.
hole go through the ground. You see the endless abyss below.
Or like sand.
Yeah, you see sand.
Wait, now that I think of it, how far down is the ground?
Pretty
Because
far.
we could.
It is at least 100 feet down.
That sounds like it would
180 feet.
That's
it would
gonna
hurt.
do more than just bleed us.
And there may or may not be other factors around there than.
There's another level, excuse?
No. Now, what you described is right. It's going to eat through, and you see the sand and the bones. Well, you probably can't see from there, but you know there are piles of bones right under it and shells because they've been feeding things, the monsters and such.
Mm-hmm.
Let me remember what's the next action after your action was the clowns, right? Thank you.
I
It was a
believe
monster.
it was the clown.
Okay.
That, or yeah, it was clown. And then I don't know what turn order this guy's still, and then if he's deciding to do anything.
It's gonna be I have like a generic monster order that I think's after the clown. So the clown is going to go.
It's
Look at that
absolutely
body.
cornered.
It's going to go and
Run around the corner and run away.
use its breath weapon. So now what happens is all these clowns have this kind of aerosolized version of like dragon breath as a potion, which they inhale out of the squeak of their nose. Can now cast it.
Oh,
Like a
great.
dragon?
Fire dragon roll.
Fired? Like,
We're going to witness a Natsu moment here.
Let me see.
he just turns, burns everything down, burns the whole building down.
Now, it's not going to be the worst possible dragon thingy, but it's going to be the equivalent of at least a wormling. Let me just take a peek at what the wormling is.
Honestly, it's a shame that the, like, Marlurk little guy, he's dumb.
Oh dear, word what?
Okay,
Uh-oh.
Do I have that many?
That many what?
That many D8?
You're going to have to roll one over and over again, sounds like.
I can't do that now.
What kind of die do you need?
I need one more D8.
Okay, so let's see. I have a D8 right here. You're going to use that.
It breathes right in this guy's face.
Poor guy.
12, 18, 20 points of damage worth of.
Poor guy. I mean, I kind of don't care about that one because that one's not the intelligent one in the cage.
Currently, like.
He doesn't understand me.
I'm definitely not keeping it at that challenge level. Let's just say it is pretty beat up, worse for wear.
Is it bleeding?
Technically not bloodied, but there is now like a scar from it.
That's going to enrage him even more.
And
He's going to be like...
It was so close to even you, Trace, that I want you to do a dexterity saving throw to not taking like a portion of it from the corner.
Don't take even a portion of it, okay?
It's not to save from the spell. It's
One.
Shoot.
And then +1, so 2.
So you sit there and your bird just Kentucky Fried Chicken. Feathers are singed off. You take, because of the one, I'm going to say you actually got caught in it. You took 20 points of damage from your bird form.
How much health does my bird have?
Luckily, it does not go into your normal your normal HP.
Thank goodness.
But it is bloodied, and your bird will currently have only 6 hit points left.
I'm going to go ahead and... Okay, is that my turn now?
It's the monster's turns now.
Oh, it's still monsters? Alright.
Okay. I also had to roll something else to see if it recharged. Okay, so monster's turns. Let's say this guy's just going to take some turns this way.
He's trying to get away. He's going to be like,
oh, this guy is going this way.
He's trying to be, let's be free.
This one's going to back up a little bit.
From the burn, he's like, ah.
So we got 2 brains of a human and 1 of a peanut right here.
And Tracy's walking through this doorway is this green guy.
Oh, it's the more intelligent one that you were talking about.
I need to yell at him and say, my friend, it's me. It's the seagull. He doesn't know, though.
Bird be bird. I don't know. Now that I learned that he has an intelligence of 2, maybe we can argue.
He is smarter.
Well, you probably still have animal speaking.
Yeah.
In it right now.
Oh, can we see what's beyond that door at all?
You're seeing, well, now there's a monster. It seems to be a kind of a shipping landing where there's more animal cages, and there's a few handlers out there that lost control of this current one. Trace can look out and see, and he knows. Remember when I said there's a lower floor where there seemed to be the crane, which we use to move things? That is where the crane would move the monsters from the big cage over.
So when I look out there, do I see the sky, or is there something blocking me?
It's blocking because you see the bottom of the second floor.
All right.
But you can see out into the sandy wastes.
Awesome. That's our ticket out here. Still monster's turn, I'm guessing.
That concludes the monster's turn. I'm trying to remember who went next. Was it Nicholas was the top of it? So what would it?
It would be
I would
next
say clown.
Clown just before the monster. So
it's my
Trace.
And let's see, Trace has an action.
Then I shall. What I'm gonna do, since this does not count as an action, I say, "Hey, yo, what up?" Like, hello to him. It's me, Seagull. I was Seagull.
Recognize you.
It was. He's smarter. He's smarter.
Oh yeah, he is smarter.
You're apparently smarter. And I just rolled a 19 for it to understand things.
So he knows immediately, probably. He's like,
Or close to.
close to.
Or has its own way of trying to understand what's going on.
Says needs take by force.
Yeah, I cheer him on. Yeah, do that. I point towards my friend over here. He's friend. Please don't kill.
Oh,
Um,
I'm not gonna say you understand that because bird and human.
Well, I have the speak thing.
Okay, let's say, okay, clowns, crunchy.
All right. And there's more clowns and other people that way. I point towards that way.
Are you
Around
sure
that
you
corner.
want the town to be attacked? But then again, these people were part of it. I don't know
They're
if
part of
they're.
it.
I don't know
Anyone
if they're
down
the
there,
bad
that's part of
guys
it.
though,
I'm gonna say.
or
that,
they were just wanting encouragement in this town.
I kind of want to just point towards that way. I'm just getting rid of the enemies. I'm kind of.
Okay.
And I asked him as well. Do you know this guy? The other guy?
Nod.
No. Okay.
No, he would nod, yes.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Then I kind of tell Nicholas, this is our ticket way out. We need to fly away. I need to turn into something big enough.
Do you see I was telling you, do you see anything peeking out of a door over there? Like I see a little something.
I look then.
Like what way?
Like a corner
This.
door.
You know that there is a room back here. That's all I can tell you. You could see there's like a nice waiting room and like potted plants and crap in this way. You can barely see that. You know there's a door now and it's open.
There's some sort of door within here that's open. A voice told me. Don't question it. There's something called the vault.
The vault. Maybe there's some religious stuff in there. Maybe I can help guide people with vault.
Okay, I know there's a lot of talking,
Maybe
but
I
what do you
can
do?
guide people with it.
So
what I do is I go ahead and fly towards that direction, like right around here. If I,
You see bunk beds and more clowns.
anything unusual?
They're
they
getting ready. They're like putting on their pants.
Oh, all right.
There's another door here, and it's closed.
So that door is closed.
I go ahead and say, bro, there's some munchies in here. It's like a big tuna can right here. Bro, man, you might want to come over here.
You are using this to your full advantage. I love
Yes!
it.
I mean, you
I
gotta
love
think
it.
about my health and everything. I'm like, I'm practically bloodied over here, man. And, what does he say? There's
Don't
plenty.
say sounds like a small door.
Oh. I think I can fix that.
No, say anything could be a door. Just
Yeah.
make it a door.
Yeah,
Break it.
I'm gonna say it can be easily a door. I'm gonna grab with my eagle claws and try to pry it at the side wall to make it bigger.
Roll, because apparently when you try to break things, it has done well.
Pulling. 13, pretty good.
Little
plus
sounds
your
will pull off. I don't know, a 4x4 kind of inch chunk of it.
I'm picturing it would be this size of a door. What do you say, like?
Well, then let's argue.
Giant eagle.
People at home may be able to see this. Maybe not inch, but maybe pull a
Yeah,
little bit.
that should make
Maybe
some
to
sense.
convince him because he sees you as smaller.
I say, man, there's so many people in here.
You could probably smell them.
Yeah.
Smell that?
I'm gonna say like,
Propagator, dude.
dude,
Crocagator?
come on.
It's going across, but like,
There is
I didn't
so
know they
many.
were dumb. I had this whole other thing. I should read a stat line.
But yeah.
Crocagator is something that's.
And I also
rubber
want
ass.
to talk to the intelligent guy. I'm asking, so what are you gonna do? Like, Where are you going? Are you going to be free? Are you going to live
I'm
up?
going home.
I'm going home? All right.
I'm leaving.
All right.
I took my kill.
All right.
I'm all right.
Got your meal. Got your meal, all right. So what is he saying right now? Like,
since it's not his turn, I'm not moving him, but he is thinking, open up. Or he's going to go help his...
How many turns do I have?
Okay, you've done your move action. A lot of this has been talk. Okay, your attack would be your full action. You're there. That's your turn.
Okay.
You've attacked the door and you've convinced your buddy to kind of wreak havoc with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
You're
you.
my man.
Then I believe top of turn order, you. I'm gonna get near that tail.
So let me see. Is there?
Do not attack my
Can I roll to see if
friends.
there's anything else of importance? Like I'm going ahead and peeking in.
You're peeking in here. Things are going to just open up to you. You're going to see things, okay? You don't have to roll to see if there's importance here.
All right.
Okay. So, let's see. Ooh, yeah, that's a full action. See, there's a little building this way, a little room, and you see a large wall here, and a big metal vault door open,
So it's over there.
and the Sphinx standing in front of it.
Huh.
I'm assuming it's a guard, or if it was in the vault, or was it being saved for a special occasion?
Good questions.
Too bad I'm
Might have
not
to get
there.
closer.
I'm not there to talk.
Oh geez, and the party's lit at the moment.
I'm just sitting there confused where you're going. I'm like,
I'm gonna take my time to get over here just to see what's in
That might be
here.
like your full action, so you can't do anything in there, but you look into that room, and you notice it is the ringmaster's office. And there's a pod plan, there's chairs, you know, for talking to certain people. There's this desk that happens to have some gold pieces on the table, and there seems to be a, really wish I got the picture of what it's from. It is a key shape about this big, but instead of like a key, the teeth of the key, it seems to be made up of different like cubes infused to it, sitting on the table.
I can feel the magical
I
presence.
assume this was the vault key. Is there any indication that it probably was?
No.
No
it ain't.
indication, and can I roll to see if anything seems out of the ordinary?
Yeah, you
Just
can
to
roll.
get a closer look at anything abnormal. Well, that's a 1.
I'm one.
Can I get a drink?
Nope.
I'm going.
You look over and you're looking at everything. Everything seems pretty fine. You see pod plant. You see his desk. It looks like it's actually pretty well kept compared to everything else being kind of shackled. I mean, there's like shag carpeting in the thing or whatever. You see two paintings on each side. You look at one side. You sit there and say, "Wow, that's a nice ship." Oh. You don't even see like. You'd be looking and be like, "Does that look like a hidden door behind here?" You look. See if like there's any marks in the carpeting to see if something's been used more often. Nothing. You look at the next painting and you're like, that's a lot of eyes on that painting, and that's it.
Are you serious with the eyes on that painting? Are you serious?
Is it Slash?
Is this
not
a berry
Slash.
juice on it?
No. But I just thought it'd be funny. It's like, it's a reproduction of someone such and such. It's
Probably
a
not
nod.
cursed.
It's just a nod. Who knows if it is cursed, but I
Well,
would suggest not to take it home with you at the roll of a 1.
could I also just quickly just grab what I can, like the
Something
key
about
and
orcs
the
and
gold
love.
now,
They
or
love
do
that.
we go on to the next?
Okay, I would normally say because of mainly because of squares. That would have been 2 movement actions to get there. Because you're actually not going to be in any form of combat, it would take them a full move action to get away from you. I'm going to go ahead and say yes. You can, if you want to roll to see if you're just like ripping through drawers. You're taking gold pieces into your pocket. I'm assuming you took the key thing.
I'm gonna take a hold of that
I wonder if
key.
there's like magical
16.
like rings in there from the Green Master.
Okay, you're pulling out stuff and you're pulling out things and a paper flies down and it actually goes and describes what the key is for, or what the key is. And it starts talking about there being a famous artificer that has traveled around the sands, around the province of Erie, and he has been looking for quite some time for a solution or something to fill up the ocean.
Ooh.
And eventually, because it'll take a lot of time to read it, but you're reading it and you eventually say that this is a piece of a device that he made that it was called the Rainmaker. It was claimed to make enough rain happen that it would help fill the lake. And it's just one of several pieces is what you could see. And who knows, maybe they were friends with the artificer.
Maybe that was the guy, the ringmaster was him, and I just killed him. Well,
I killed him.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
Bearden or something with the name of Bearden.
You tossed him down on the ground, and I kind of finished him off. Just.
I thought the monster bit him. He picked him up and dropped him.
Yeah, I picked him up.
So how much gold did I find?
Sit there and you at least get 50 gold pieces just on this pile, just casually thrown on his table.
So that makes 173G.
Okay.
Alright, so it's on to whoever's next.
Monster? Or, no, it was Cloud.
Clown is next, and the clown is going to scream, be like, "Can I get some help, guys?" And it's finds that it may be out of extra breath weapon. Backing up, pulling out. Meat? You like meat? Meat? Tosses it feebly to the side. Go get it! She's like, no.
I want more. You have more. You are.
Clowns are going to be running past the door. Sees the giant eagle
standing there.
One's going to be, go ahead and take a cutlass out and take a swipe at you.
Should I roll 20?
You got to tell me what your armor class is.
Oh.
Actually, I think your bird form will have to tell me what your armor class is. Sorry, yeah, you can't currently see bird well.
It's actually getting better now.
13. It's going to just barely clip the rest of your feathers that weren't kind of singed. Just barely.
Oh, that reminds
Barely
me.
misses.
Is he flight ready anymore?
Feathers don't really. Well, they're not too important for the birds to fly.
I would say you could not try to fly away with Nicholas in your state of health.
Mm-hmm.
I would say you would have to be rolling checks to stay airborne.
I mean, honestly, I feel like.
But by yourself, I think by yourself you would do fine.
Maybe I can just copy this guy. I'm like, turn into that
But
guy.
then again, I'm back to
I'm going
normal,
back.
and I do have a polymorph.
Scroll. Let me see. Now that you're saying if you want to transform into a cloaker, I want to see what his challenge rating to see if that's a thing, or if it counts as a natural beast. Oh, I am. Well, I'm downgrading that, but that's a challenge rating 8. Yikes. Yikes.
How much health does he have?
78.
Ooh, that's a lot.
No, because the cross, if I would have went at full HP, has 136. I'm kind of making things a little weaker. There are things I'm saying is the exact stat that they are sitting here, but okay. So the clown did that. The clown's attacking you. They kind of currently have a bottleneck forming because they're in melee with you. So I believe it's monster turn.
Oh boy.
Say he fly out. He fly out. Because I don't want to deal with their stat blocks. That's lazy DMing for you. I don't want to deal with their stat blocks, so they go out the door. So the cross, well, your good cross, the green cross, is going to go up. You were right. I don't even have to open the can. And he's going to go ahead and, what did I do? roll for clown biting.
I mean, they are funneled in, and that's a huge disadvantage for them.
It's also a disadvantage for you trying
Yeah,
to get
true.
out of the situation.
My plan is him, like, kind of blocking them, and I go back towards where Nicholas is and try to get him to hop on my back and just...
You would have trouble flying, like you said.
But I'm going to transform into something else, obviously. I have one more transform.
Ah, but I wonder if there's like an exit back where I'm at, but I don't know that. As far as I know, it's just the vault.
So he's going to go ahead and take a bite. 9, and then he's going to swipe with his big old claws. Digs in, he hit the armor class. This thing is bleeding out on the ground. Currently took enough damage to actually body him.
Ooh.
So he's dead.
He's chewing on the guy.
Nom nom. And, oh my goodness.
And he's going to charge.
This is interesting right here. This.
It's a rock.
Yeah.
Big birdie.
Maybe good enough to have...
It's going after the clown that kind of ran out of its really broken spray. It's going to be bloodied in the corner. Not dead, but
I'm feeling
taken care of.
that clown is going to do something.
Dwarf look over, go rattle, rattle, rattle. They're going to be at his cage.
They're going crazy. One of them's
He's
going
going to go back to his food bowl.
The kibble.
Snack. Yeah, his kibble.
His little kibble.
So monsters, so I believe next would be you. So we've been going
Yeah.
Nicholas, monsters.
Say that
No,
guy.
Nicholas, clowns, monsters.
That guy actually wants to be out.
Yeah.
So do you want
That
to
guy.
do you want to break him out before getting to the escape?
I did say I'm going to promise I'm going to try my best to free him. So yeah. And that is terrifying.
The owlbear. Now, I'm pretty sure you could turn into him if you can hit the armor class. Maybe in 2 more levels you can turn into him.
Like, holy crap, that's
But you're
terrifying.
4, so I think you would have to be level 6.
Just let this cube, man. I can just turn into that and just... And plus, I'll eat as well. I'll
Right.
digest. I know, I'm no.
You're
So,
getting
are you
sidetracked.
worried about what monster you're going to turn into?
Yeah, that's why I'm looking through all
You need
this.
something that's called a challenge level 2, and then has to qualify as a monster. Let me see. I'll check my book. I have way too many books. Want to check a whole
That's
different
cool.
book?
That's cool.
Yeah, it's the Bone Naga, and thank you for telling me something I could just throw at you one day. Delicious.
There's spore people. Maybe when I
Like it is.
become the doctor, I can...
Mushroom Man?
You could turn into a clawfoot. You can become a raptor, but it's not optimal. You want something that flies?
Yes, obviously, so I can get out of here. I can turn into a mimic. Holy crap.
A mimic, that is also an airplane.
A mimic airplane, oh my goodness, that's terrifying.
Oh no!
Just look
Full size or just like a model plane?
Full
a little
size.
biplane or something like that. Yeah, you just see like
A big
instead,
mouth.
just like a war airplane that actually has the big sharp teeth painted on it, but it's
Just
real.
the eyes. And
Or,
Big eyes.
like a bomber plane, the bottom part where they would drop bombs would be just a mouth and I'd land on them and... Oh my goodness. Well...
What was the rock stat?
What?
I'm gonna turn into a big bird. I'll get you a big bird.
Well, I'm gonna see here.
Because we might steal the one from this edition if this is too big, because I found one that is
Smaller.
challenge rating 2, which would fit your bill.
I'm gonna go ahead and... What?
Want to become a
Pterodactyl?
Skyjet rock?
Whoa, that's cool. That sounds fast as well.
Pterodactyl should be in here though. It's under dinosaurs.
I would love to see pterodactyl. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to go to this guy's cage, land on top of it, and try my best to pry open the cage bars. Time for the bowling roll.
For strength, go ahead and use your
Strike.
thing. You go
It didn't work.
It's like hitting a vending machine trying to get your candy bar out and it don't work.
I say to him, I'm sorry, I'm trying my best.
Well, that's a move in action, but I know you kind of want to.
He's going to probably say, like, ain't we all trying our best?
We are all trying our best. Like,
No, he doesn't. He says, "You have tried, but you have disappointed me."
Oh, snap. I'm sorry. I'm saying, I'm not going to say it, but I'm thinking in my head, I can believe you.
Jerk.
Mhm.
There is a pterodon,
Wait,
pterodactyl. Its challenge level is 1/4, and its HP is only 13.
Is it fast, like the move?
You can move 60 feet
60
in the air, only 10 on the ground.
What about the other guy? Because I'm debating between those two, and
90 feet.
So
It has a better speed, better HP, better. Well, I'm going to deduct the whole breastplate that they got for it, and it's going to be something that's more canon to our world. Because I'm taking its stat. It's not okay. For your knowledge, it will have the same stats other than its armor class will be lower. But instead of what you see on here, it is going to be literally that size, but it is a gigantic seagull.
A giant seagull.
We're going to pan it out. As you look out the back door, you see off in the distance, seagull with like the wingspan of like 14 feet. Because they are there off near the mountains, near the lighthouse.
Well, I'm not going to turn into that yet. How many points do I have? I walked over there and
You moved
attacked.
and then you did your strength roll.
Yeah.
That's both actions.
That's all.
Yeah.
So I'm on top of the cage, and my next move will probably be heading towards Nicholas after these turns. I'm done with my turn.
Okay.
Clown time.
okay,
So it's Nicholas's turn.
Yeah.
it's up to me.
You found that Geardwin has made this device, and there's pieces for some reason scattered for the Rainmaker.
All right, I'm going to head out to like the Griffin.
But
Like
do
what?
not confuse griffins, and it is a Sphinx.
Oh, Sphinx.
The Sphinx will look at you and say, "You may pass."
I shall pass. Oh.
Well done. I am going to go ahead and head on in.
Okay, you go in and you walk through, and it is no longer a wooden room, it is a stone room. It's about a stone cube, about
It's probably embedded
20
on
feet
the
by 20
side.
feet. And there is just like gold coins all over the floor, and there's artworks, and there are
Expensive stuff.
think of any +1 weapon you could imagine just on the floor.
Whoa.
There can be maybe about 3 different scrolls sitting on the floor. And there is, far away, there is just a door frame propped against the way.
Is there anything about that door frame that I could figure out?
You can roll to see if it's magic.
Probably a magic door
Probably is.
leading to
12.
somewhere.
And what would that also be? Plus one modifier?
Do you have an arcana check?
I'm worried. What if Nicholas goes through that door and he like ends up in Alaska or something? And I'm like
6.
all the way over here.
6 in Arcana. So an 18.
So you check there and you sit there and say, that is a door that is enchanted to teleport you somewhere. And you can say that it seems to be not that strong, so it's probably somewhere into the city. You're detecting, because of how good it is, that it's probably a one-way door. It is an escape room.
Oh!
Oh!
Okay.
So,
Just saying. Wait, let me tell you. That door has to leave underneath the shop. You think about it. It has to be underneath the shop.
only one way to find out. Alright. I'm going to, how many scrolls are there in here?
There are 3 scrolls, and to be honest, I didn't even prepare for what they are. So
I'm going to want to take off 3, most likely.
I kind of want to populate what the scrolls are. But I'm trying to see.
You can take your time to tell me what.
I want to say.
I think it's in the player's handbook. You're a wizard, Harry.
I just want to say, what if the Sphinx is like, nah, orcs are not allowed in there? I'm like,
Well,
shoot.
you're a bird right now. I think you take care of that guy, and then you find your way out, and then I'll use this. To
Yeah,
get
but
my
I'm
way
afraid you
out.
guys will never find each other again. How are you going to detect where you guys are?
Yeah.
How we're going to find each other? Well, that's for us to figure out, then. We'll find a way. I still have some magic that I could probably use.
I don't like the teleporting idea though. I'm kind of suspicious.
Oh, it's Warlock. Oh, that was a cool sounding spell, too.
Warlock.
Murloc?
Okay, Warlock.
Snappy lock?
Okay, one of the scrolls is a scroll of mage armor.
Dang, this thing looks like a beast. I will be seeing this in the near future. I turn into this thing.
Let me just write that because I can't pronounce what that is. It's some funny wizard's name.
Can I can probably pronounce it. Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Yeah.
Wonder what that is. I'd probably have to study it to understand it a little better.
I bet I would confuse my green friend if I turned into him. Imagine I turned into a Zack version of him.
That'd be
Goodbye. I must see my people.
You shall get a level 2 scroll of Flame Spear. Flaming Spear. That's what happens when the GM don't plan for someone going in the door.
And am I detecting anything about like anything else magical in that room?
Probably at least a magic item. You know that there is a lot of different. Again, I'm putting it in the sense of take your pick. There is a magic +1 weapon of whatever your choice is. There's at least one. I know you had a whip. If you want to kind of pick something else as a +1 item,
So what kind of +1 weapons are here? I'm gonna need to check that.
kind of just look at what's available. I know that's bad, but like, you know, if you play D&D with like official things, when there's a treasure hoard, the player characters say, "Hey, this is in the hoard," and I see it. They choose it. They choose their items, which is I should have been more picky.
I go out and go in there. I choose.
You can't.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want Nicholas to go through the door either. Not again.
Well, yeah.
I'm scared.
I honestly, I
You're
really
not
like
even
the-
concerned over what is behind that door.
You find out that you head back in the sewers.
It was in the. Remember that one way that you didn't take in the sewers? Yeah, it was through this door. No.
So you're gonna let me make a decision about it?
You can make if you want there is a +1 weapon of any kind that's on that list.
So these are like +1s?
No, no.
And stuff?
You pick one of those, and then we're going to count it as +1, which means that you'll get +1 to the attack and damage roll.
I know I'm not supposed to know any of this, but now I want to go back there and choose my pickings.
I know.
I go back there. I would like a permanent +1 on something. I see a permanent +1 over in the corner. Permanent +1.
Oh, you can see as you're picking up coins, you actually pick up a monocle of true sight.
Another one.
You must have dropped one in here and lost his contact, I guess.
He used to have
You
two.
should have called us the lore. Censor that out, please.
Please censor that out. I'm tired of it. I go on YouTube and there's Essler
Yeah,
commercials
same
just
here.
Like
What if there is the weapon I choose is a dart, which is typically a one-time use weapon? Can I have it double enchanted instead, like have an enchantment on it that could make it a little more special, but a one-time use?
a returning bolt.
Huh?
A bolt that returns back to the chamber, but you don't have a crossbow.
So darts go into like chambers for crossbows. I thought darts were like hand thrown. The hand thrown darts.
Well, Trace has been using a blow dart gun
True.
recently.
It goes back.
Crossbows.
So it's okay. I'll have something for Trace then. Have one of those for Trace.
A returning dart, so he can just keep a +1 returning dart for his. Okay. I'm trying to think of some other stuff because that'd be.
This is where
or something that.
a forger revolver would be handy. Forge this +1, like, come back and make it electrical or something. I don't know.
Electric is super effective against water.
This is why I should have thought a little bit more. And then there's one I have in my mind that would be really cool to give out.
Imagine
I
a
can't find it.
pick lock that has an enchantment where it's like acid, and then you can just move it around in the lock and just melt everything. Pick lock.
I think it would be cooler to have an enchanted lock that anything that tries to pick lock it gets acid in.
Just melts everything.
Melted my pick lock!
Picture this.
That might have been a part of the door now that I think about it. Yeah,
I
totally.
choose the toothpick in the corner over there. The toothpick has the power of
Okay, yeah, you can pick up, there is
satisfying every single time.
I'll
Gets
give out
everything out of your
a
teeth.
wand of magic missiles.
A wand of magic missiles.
Yes, a wand that has 7 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 charge, which lets you cast magic missile up to 7 times, which I think you already can use, but
I know what I would
that's a
want.
level. That's a first level thing, ain't it?
I know what I would want.
Alright, so a wand of magic missiles.
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you know what I would have chose if I'm in there right now?
Well,
So,
yeah.
A stick,
how much?
but with the enchantment of shooting cows that explode.
Trace, I don't know.
Or
No.
a stick that blooms like a, that has like a flower bloomed on the end of it that you can
Ooh.
turn into like a
No.
carnivorous plant.
No, imagine this. A pouch of random exotic seeds that I can just come out and grow.
Or you could use your blow dart to blow the seeds towards the enemy and be like Usopp and command it to like blow them.
And then it comes back to me so I can just place more seeds onto it, like push
like
the lid.
attach seeds to the dart. That's
Yeah.
such a cool idea.
Oh, so much potential, so much potential.
Really want something plant-like.
Oh, that would
Staff.
be cool. Like, I would love a pouch, like a bag that would have a bunch of seeds that I can just pull
I
out.
also don't want to break the game, and you kind of got the +1 thing last event.
True.
Yeah.
But I may have an idea for something in the future then, because I saw
It'd
something.
be so cool if I grabbed like a bag, place it on there, it's like a pouch I just grab,
Okay.
and I tell them, like, I want this seed, and then boom.
You know, before I got you guys into D&D, I tried to do a game of D&D with Little Dan.
Yeah, with cows.
That wasn't fun.
Well, with his cow friend, and it killed him.
It was a... Oh, wow, man. it was a Minotaur. I built in a form of Plants vs. Zombies where it was all the plants were plants. It was a druid too. But,
Awesome.
yeah, since Nicholas got all the scrolls and all the stuff like that, there might only just be like a +1 weapon of your liking sitting there, or something else. We'll see if you escape to that.
If I
Okay.
honestly, I
Okay,
don't
so
know if I
I-
want to release that.
How much
anymore.
gold did I get?
I wish there was something where it would tell me what a fistful of gold is. It'll just say you picked up a fistful of gold, and it'll take turns to start. Do you have do you have a bag of some form?
You scoop up.
Like, what are you putting it into? Because there's probably so much gold that will be limited to the volume of your container.
You're going to be very heavy. Slow. You're
It's
overcome.
kind of like a large sling, like to contain items. Yeah.
It's a pull string bag.
Let's say you go ahead and you're sweeping up about 225 gold pieces. There's still more, but I'm going to say that you're kind of pushing encumbrance. Where are you going to dump off your gold?
The bank.
Weren't you the people who just...
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Pulls out a gun.
I would like to rob this bank, so I can
Okay.
take the
Okay,
safe.
so I gathered the stuff. Does that take my full action though?
I'll say, yeah.
Alright.
Reading and looking is black. Clowns enter. Actually, no. Clowns not. One clown? No.
I think there's
Squeaky. And then one's going to just breath weapon your friend.
No. He's smart. He's smart. What
Alright.
weapons could I use to protect him?
How many clowns are you willing to kill
Don't
before
worry.
they get reinforcements?
That is true.
Now, I'm going to say you might think there's not that many people for a whole organization here, but a lot of them were spent escorting the VIPs out of the VIP room, some of the more powerful, notable members of this
Did they
three-ring
take-
circus.
Well, that was the VIP room right there, and I'm over here.
That's not the VIP.
Oh,
That's his office. The VIP was up above.
Well, yeah.
Watching everything.
And someone knew about you and your transformation.
Well, they also.
Oh dear.
19, 24. It is bloody.
No!
Then the guy runs in afterwards.
No! Don't kill him! I need to.
The other clown's gonna see if it can recharge its thing, and does. Back off! Back off! And because of such low HP and stress, and just put too much in it, her whole body explodes into a fireball.
Oh, do I have any more spells to use? Could I use any more spells?
Crippling. This guy. Not enough to touch that. And
What
freeing
was that?
him. No, it's an area like this big.
Oh, that guy was.
Yeah.
I thought it was my friend.
Wasn't this one. It was this one that had literally 1 HP left,
Uh.
and some sort of the mixture of the potion just didn't.
Is my friend over here okay, or is he?
He's bloodied. He's got a scar on him now too, all across his chest. He got a. No, he get the Zuko.
Yikes.
I know, Father, my honor.
I still can't wait for the death battle between Todoroki and Zuko. I mean, Zuko has the advantage of knowing some good martial arts, and
Do I have
Gaichi
any more?
Goomba went into detail about
Spells.
One more, I believe.
One more level 1, one level 2. Nicholas has
one level 2.
well, level 2. I don't think you cast any spells yet, have you?
I mean, unless Rage counts.
Well, I think I counted it, so it's 2 level 1s, 1 level 2.
So I still have a killer move in here.
And as you're doing that, I'm going to switch out my memory cards, okay?
Alright.
Part of me wonders if Zuko would win the death battle